Okay, it's recording. It's been windy in all my recordings. Either windy or like, when you're going like 85 miles an hour, it's it makes a lot of noise, even on the outside of the car.
Is it warm?
Yeah, it actually is pretty warm.
Is it orange? Yeah.
I got my secret pocket. Yeah, I know. I really like it. I've been wearing it everywhere. Um, yeah. Okay, I'll tell you about the trip in a sec. But first and foremost, I just wanted to say what's been on my mind. I really feel, since I've been home, I just feel like a really large urge to not like isolate myself, but like kind of isolate myself. Um, and I want to really, really limit my distractions. And like, even like, I think I needed you to tell me, oh, maybe it's because of the cigarettes. I needed you to tell me that because then it kind of sent me on this thought process of like, I want to, yeah, I just want to, you know, feel healthy. And um, I want to feel like I want to feel things to their full capacity in the most um, predictable way, and not predictable in like I can predict what they're gonna be, but I mean that in the sense like the same exact thing could happen to me, but if I'm hungover, or if I'm fucked up, or if I'm high, or if I'm sober, I'm gonna feel different things. You
Yeah.
know, when the same things happen to me.
Right.
So I think I just need to get a baseline, like a baseline of life, of adult life, without
Being
by
influenced.
anything
Yeah.
other than my own thoughts and desires and actions.
Yeah. I feel that I used to think that I was like incapable of like being alone with my thoughts until I realized that I didn't even know what that was like because whenever I was sober, I was distracted by like my daily tasks.
Yeah,
And then when I didn't have any tasks to do, or even when I did have tasks to do, like I would be high.
yeah,
So I no longer knew what it was like to just have like normal, like sober thoughts without distraction.
no, I know. And that was a really big part of this trip for me. Like there were like a couple nights when I got like pretty drunk. It was because I met new friends
Yeah.
and it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, it's like most of my days, like I wouldn't drink any alcohol. I wouldn't even smoke any cigarettes during the day. Um, and I wasn't even like trying to refrain. I was just like living and just like going through all of these different thought processes and um, like I said, it wasn't fun. Like it's uncomfortable a lot of the time
Right.
because I'm like I put myself in this situation on purpose. Like I knew that it would be this way, but I don't think that like I explicitly thought like, okay, I'm gonna take myself away from everyone to go through the ringer, battling with my own thoughts,
Right.
and come out a better person.
Yeah.
Like, and even before I left, you remember I was saying like I had,
These trees look like flames.
oh, they do,
I just wanted you to see
they're
that.
gorgeous,
Yeah.
like really different shades of red too. It's like a gradient. That's cool. But even before I left, I was saying like I have no expectations, and I did the bare minimum of what I
Yeah.
needed to do. I got my Airbnb in Boise, and I got my campsite in Yellowstone, and that's what I was telling everyone too. And like I was talking to my mom about this kind of extensively when we met up, but it really felt like by the time I knew that I was going to go on this trip, it felt like it had to happen in order for me to be able to grow, be able to move on. Like those weeks before my trip, I felt so like stuck, and it's just like I needed to get through life. My growth wasn't dependent on this trip, but that felt like the marker to where I was finally going to be able to like explore what I needed to explore.
Right, you like set to determine like what you actually needed to do.
Exactly. I'm just gonna put a sticker up here because they always get taken down. Me too. You just walk on this. But yeah, like it really felt like, and I talked about this with myself too. But I've always been interested in like ayahuasca and not necessarily doing it myself. I think as I am right now, I feel way too fragile to even consider doing that.
Yeah.
I'm too fragile to take mushrooms or LSD again.
Right.
But ayahuasca has always interested me so much because it seems like everyone has that experience of like you. I mean, it's like you go on a roller coaster and you're terrified of it, you know.
And you
But
feel
you
like
still do it.
yeah, and I feel like you usually deal with like some like undealt with trauma.
Oh,
Usually.
exactly. And it's like horrible. Like at the
Yeah.
time, it's the worst thing in the world. But
Yeah.
it's like absolutely necessary for you to do that um, at some point. You know, even though it's like you initiate these things and you know that it's going to be awful, but it's necessary, and you come out better than you ever could have imagined.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I was talking or thinking about on this trip too. Like it felt like I kind of just like this road trip was, you know, like drinking ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, of course, you know, and I even said out loud too, it's like, I'm not trying to conflate the two and like, you know, oh yeah, I essentially did this,
Right. Yeah.
but it's just like, it feels similar to how I would imagine that trip to go,
Right.
to where it's like, just confronting yourself, you know, like the most cliche term, like battling your demons,
Yeah.
even though I don't like that because like, this is the first time where I've actually felt like comfortable with the fact that I am not two different things. Like my body and my mind are two different things. My body and mind are separate things, but they're always going to be the same thing.
They're connected.
Of course. And it's like as weird as it
They're
is,
so connected.
as weird as it is, this trip made me like that concept right there reminded me of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, like only not getting any more religious than that, literally only to just like that's what made me kind of think like, oh, is that what that means maybe?
I think it's like maybe what it's supposed to mean,
It's
but
like, you know, something similar.
like
Not like
Christians are
exactly.
like too dumb to put that together.
Right. I just want to see if what I wrote is still here.
Or like they like do it too literal. Even the most like
Yeah. Damn, is it not? Let's check the next one too. Um, but yeah, like I feel like the car rides were the hardest part for sure. Cause that's when I'm, you know, completely alone. Damn, I got covered up. That sucks. Oh well, I'll have to come down here again. Um, but yeah, it was hard a lot of the times, but I feel new while still recognizing that I'm still the same person. I just feel like I'm an improved person, and that this is the beginning of my commitment to my journey of being an improved person. And there is no end goal.
no.
There's no like I was talking about on FaceTime yesterday with you. There's no like fixing anything. It's just like constantly trying to improve and working with what you've experienced to set yourself and other people up for the best possible life in the future. And you can only do that in the present. But yeah, I just feel a big desire to limit my distractions with substances and people. And I'm not saying people are distractions. I'm just saying I love people, you know? But
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
You have to like exchange energy and stuff.
exactly. And I've been doing so much of that. And it's too much. Too much for me to be able to still feel fulfilled and content. Um, so yeah. And I just, like I was saying on FaceTime too, like, I need to express myself to as many people as possible. It just feels like such a, like I just have to do it. And all these things, I think so much about my past. And I mean, everything I've done, like, is in line with the path that I'm on now. The difference is now, I just feel like I'm actually, like, I have enough confidence and realizations and references and experiences to actually get the ball rolling. And I don't even know what that's going to look like right now. But, even if like nobody listens, I'm just going to keep doing whatever it is that I find out that I need to do in order for myself. Like I had this thought in the shower too, like, I want to dress the way I want to dress, or like I essentially look the way that I want to look, like for myself and not for like any sort of like attention, um specifically like romantic or sexual attention. And like that's a distraction, you know? And I think I just need to be single for a while, at least for a little bit. I just feel like, I'm not at the point. I'm glad Bella turned me down, honestly, now. Like, or I feel, glad's the wrong word, because I still feel the way that I do about her. But like,
It's not the right time.
yeah,
And like not just for her, but like for you as well.
I think so, yeah.
It's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah. There's this one quote from JPEG Mafia where he said, he like got out of the military, um, and he just said, like he made the decision, like I'm just gonna do this music shit because it's the only thing I love until I fucking die. Like if I die early because I'm only doing that, then so be it. Or I become successful enough to live longer, and that's what happened. And I think about that so much, like that mindset. Like Rico Nasty had another quote in one of her interviews that I saw years ago, where she said something like you either keep going or you don't. Nothing, the world doesn't stop,
Right.
you know? And like I hate the mindset of just like constantly grinding, specifically for the wrong reasons, like for financial gain.
Yeah.
I think that's like so cancerous. Um, but I'm sorry, I feel like that desire to just like commit myself to myself and really look within myself and figure out what it is that I want to say. I know all these things. I know what I want to say, but I need to figure out how to craft it. because I feel like I can just have such an impact on people. I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
I just feel the commitment for the first time.
I think you should run with it.
I'm going to. I have to.
Yeah, I definitely also am trying to do the same thing where I'm just like less distracted
Yeah.
and like I don't know, I just feel constantly bombarded with like ideas of what I'm supposed to do or who I'm supposed to be or what I'm supposed to look like. And like I don't agree with any of them. I just like don't fuck with any of
Do you
those.
mean like is bombarded primarily from what you like you see, like your intake, or like
Uh
what you're told,
yeah,
or both?
no, it's definitely like it's what do I want to say? It's definitely just through what I take in with my own eyes. So it's like indirect messaging, I guess, but it's like it's influence
Sure.
just by like who and what's around me.
Hmm. And you
And
can't. I mean, you can to a degree, I guess, but it's impossible to escape fully.
right, but what I want to do is reach that mental toughness where I can observe all of these things but not be influenced by them.
Yeah, I really like that. That reminds me of this other like this is like a super niche example of like the thought process that I had, but and it relates to like a lot of bigger concepts that I know we've talked about, like primarily just like the hyper individualization of like Americans, like American culture,
Yeah.
white suburban families in particular.
Right.
Um, but like there's this, I was watching HGTV in my hotel, my motel, because like what else do we, it's HGTV and
Right,
Food
there's
Network.
nothing else to watch.
Right, that's like, and it's actually like enjoyable in that sense. The
Right.
dude that gave me my Idaho tattoo, actually, we were talking about that exact thing.
Really?
Yeah, how it's fun to just like, we don't watch TV in general, but at a hotel or motel,
Right. Like
it's
that's
HGTV, Food Network, shit like that.
yeah.
Um, exactly. Um, but there's a commercial on HGTV where this like, upper middle class white family is like in their backyard that looks super expensive, drinking iced teas, reading magazines while their daughter plays. And the show was about like flipping houses, as so many are. And then they were talking to the camera like, we loved our house until our neighbor, Mrs. Whatever, started feeding the neighborhood cats.
What?
And then it's like, divided by a fence. This side of the house has like a fuck ton of cats, and they're just trying to live their peaceful lives, like unbothered. And it just reminded me also of, um, I think it was a Hassan Piker clip where he was saying, yeah, it was, where like, like nobody likes construction worker sounds in the morning, but it's like you just have to fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's like you are not the center of the universe.
No.
You're not. It's like, yeah, I would like peace and quiet too, whenever I want it, but that's not possible.
No.
So, and in that commercial, the wife was just like, "We have to move right now." And I know it was supposed to be a funny commercial, but it made me so upset. It makes me so upset that people watch that shit.
Wait, look at this woodpecker.
Holy shit.
Okay, I'll leave you alone.
So pretty.
For bugs. I hope you find some.
Yeah, it's very pretty. But yeah, the commercial just made me so fucking angry.
Well,
And
it's like
just to finish my thought, I'm almost finished.
no, go.
But people who get upset like genuinely upset. Like the Hassan Piker clip that was a comment he made because this dude approached these land care workers and was mad that they're blowing leaves because he was just trying to have a peaceful morning or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like Hassan said that about the construction noises, and then I thought again about that commercial that I saw, and it's like that makes my blood fucking boil. That people, it's like I have a hard time even blaming the individual. It makes me so angry that we have like that this is the direction that or this is the point that we've gotten to, where people have been led to believe that they can achieve these things. They can achieve peace and quiet whenever they want.
Yeah.
It's like that's insanity.
Like, if you want peace and quiet, bro, you gotta move to the woods.
Literally, and not rely on anyone else.
Not rely on anybody else.
Like buy comfy life, you know, like you're not gonna be able to chill with your iced tea and magazines in the fucking middle of the woods.
And also, it's like these land workers and construction workers are literally just making a living.
They're
doing
literally
their
just doing their
job.
job, yeah, because you have to have
Right?
money.
And
So
also about those people who like just up and decided to move, like what a place of privilege that is to just fucking move.
yeah,
Off
of course.
Your shit just because your fucking neighbor has too many cats.
I know,
Like,
it was,
okay, bro.
and like it just reminded me of the mental toughness that you were talking about. Because I feel like that relates a little bit to that. Like you just gotta like take things in stride, and you like genuinely have to be okay with them.
Yeah.
Like I've tried for a long time, and very recently, I mean, this trip changed a lot in me, and very recently, like very soon into the trip, did I start to feel like I actually was able to take things in stride and be unfazed, like not let them, you know, influence my day or bother me in any way. Um, and it's a remarkable feeling. Like, and I think a lot of that had to do with me being completely on my own time and being open to anything. Like on the drive there, I was stopping at scenic viewpoints every fucking time, just like, oh, I want to get a picture. Yeah, I can stop at this place. It's like, oh, I'm gonna drive through Theodore Roosevelt National Park just because I can, because I have time, because I'm not on a schedule. Like in Salt Lake City, I posted the video to my latest post on Instagram because it was sick. But I saw that building being torn down, and I don't know if you saw it.
I did. I
There,
see on your
yeah, I figured. But there was a building being torn down, and I was on my way from one shop to another, um, just having like a casual afternoon, and I saw this building being torn down, and it was so cute because there were already like 12 other people watching, and I just pulled my car over, right in between two other cars that had just pulled over and started watching, and then I got out of my car and watched for like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and it was just like being open to things like that allowed me to actually be able to take things in stride and not have them make me feel like, oh, like this isn't going according to my plan, like stuff like that. It's like, oh, you want to watch a building being torn down? Like, yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
Or if not, we'll make time.
Right.
Or like the subway shit. That is such a perfect example. Going to 3 different subways over 2 hours,
Right.
and they're all closed for different reasons. Like, I mean, at the end, I was like, fuck, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
But I wasn't pissed.
No, it's stressed.
And I really wanted a Subway sandwich, so I waited, and I got it. But like, yeah, it was fire. But yeah, that mindset is so important to me, and it's an amazing thing to feel like I actually have been able to take things in stride and like be okay with them. Because in the past, it would be it was more of like a, I would like genuinely be upset, but I would talk myself out of it after a little while. And I think a lot of that had to do with Nico's. Um, I see that Jinx burn one everywhere too. A lot of that had to do with Nico's. Um, and the people that would come in. I mean, for lack of a better term, just entitled people. Um, I was so upset all the time to the point where my frustration would leak into my interactions with other people
Yeah.
that were not entitled people. And I hated that so much, but other people made me feel that way. And the only point I'm bringing that up is just because I would I would feel these genuine negative emotions, but I'd be able to talk myself out of it. But now I just feel like, and I think I just needed a break from the service industry too. But lately, it's just been more of like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect me. I'm not gonna let this impact, my day.
Because then you're giving them that power to make you feel a certain way.
That's true. Yeah.
Or it's like, it's fine to be, I don't know, I guess in my opinion, it's fine to be like, wow, those people are assholes, but then like, move on from that,
Yeah. Like I think
It's like, I'm gonna let whatever your shit is be your problem, and I'm not gonna make it my problem.
right. I think one of that exactly. I think one of the most like genuine, or like one of the most frustrating ways to the other person to address that is just like, even if it's not even to their face, just kind of like laugh because it's so unbelievable that someone could act that way. It's
Right.
like, wow, what a fucking asshole.
Right, exactly.
And then move on. Or not even move on because you weren't even focused on it.
Right.
Just keep going. I didn't know the street was open. But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what like the future is gonna look like at all. I mean, no one ever does, but I feel like I'm open to anything right now. But it feels even more like what I told you a few months ago. Like this thing is just happening and I can't stop it.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of one thing I told Melissa too was like the psychic. Like I feel like these things would happen anyway. Like whatever I'm gonna do, it's gonna happen. But if I if I didn't if I don't center myself, if I don't take time for myself, um, and I kind of went on living the way that I was living, it would have taken a lot longer, or it would take a lot longer. I'm not going to talk like it already happened because it hasn't. Um, it would take a lot longer, and it would be a lot more difficult. And she said she felt the same. Like whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. But why not make it easier on myself?
Right.
And also like probably more impactful.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's just. I also think that, like, I don't know, people, society is so weird because they're like, oh, like, you fucking take time to yourself. Like, that's so selfish. And
You
blah, blah,
gotta be
blah.
selfish. Oh my
But,
god.
like, cool. But, like, it's just something that you want to do. So you should just do it.
Yeah.
It's not like there should be, like, societal consequences for wanting to just, like, be by yourself for an extended period of time. Like, that's bizarre to me.
Right. Even just like even like the step before that, where like people think it's weird. Like
Yeah.
even like as harmless as that is, like, oh, you want to be alone? Like it's kind of weird. It's
Right.
like, why is that even a thing?